Why is processed food bad? It's one of those things that it seems like if we just hear it enough times, then it becomes true and we all accept, yes, processed food is bad. But we want to understand why it is bad so that we can make smarter choices. Coming right up. Whole food versus processed food. What's the difference? So food can be very harshly processed and totally destroyed, or it can be very mildly processed and retain most of its original properties. So we're going to talk about why processed food is bad and what you need to know. First reason that processed food is bad is that it removes nutrients. So whole food has a full spectrum of nutrients. So for example, we would have fat and protein and carbohydrates and fiber and essential fatty acids, and then at the top here is all the rest of the stuff. That's the enzymes and the vitamin complexes and the minerals and the phytonutrients, the micronutrients, and those hundreds of thousands of things that they keep finding new stuff every day, and they know it's good for us, but they just don't know exactly what it is yet. But whole food has it, and it's very, very sensitive. And that's the reason they process food in the first place. That's the primary reason that they process food, is to make it more stable, to increase shelf life. And that means to remove the things that spoil. But those things they remove are also the stuff that are nutritious. They keep most of the fat, the protein, and the starch, but they remove most of the fiber. Because a lot of times the fiber is associated with certain essential fatty acids. So fiber is reduced to a fraction, and some foods they remove it completely. Essential fatty acids are very, very heat sensitive. They're very unstable. They don't last very long. That's why healthy food perishes quickly. So in order to create stability, they remove them completely or almost all the way. And then all this stuff up here, the micronutrients, the enzymes, the phytofactors, those are also very nutritious and very unstable. So let's get rid of them so the thing can sit on the shelf for years and years and years and have no flavor, but it also won't deteriorate. So that's the first problem, is that they retain the macronutrients, the fat, protein, and carbohydrate, but they remove most of the things that nature put in there. That's all the other stuff that actually turns out to be a lot of the nutritious stuff. The second reason processed food is bad, it's a bad idea, is that it changes how the food gets into the body. It changes the delivery route, it changes the speed, and that in turn changes everything about your physiology and your hormonal responses. So let's take an example, and this is a beautiful illustration of an apple. So the red dots are sugar, because apples have sugar, but it is also encapsulated, it is packaged by nature. So the sugar is sitting inside water, it's dissolved in water, but all this water is tightly tied up in a matrix of fiber and cell walls and compartments. So you can't get to the sugar without chewing a whole lot. If you chew just a little bit, you're just breaking a few of these cellular compartments, and you have to chew a lot to break down all or most of them. And that takes time. So first you have to chew, and then once you swallow, the fiber is still there, and it's going to buffer that sugar so it's absorbed more slowly, because it's still sort of mixed up with other stuff. So the sugar can't get into your bloodstream as fast. So that makes it a relatively slow release of that food, in this case, an apple. So if we contrast that and we make apple juice out of it, now what happens is we remove all the cell walls, we remove all the fiber, we remove anything that would slow down the absorption of that sugar, and now that sugar is just swimming around in the liquid, and it's available for instant absorption. Within seconds, you'll start absorbing that sugar. The other thing that happened is that we concentrate it. It takes a while to eat an apple, and when you ate one apple, you probably don't want another one for a while. The apple juice, on the other hand, it's very, very easy to get the sugar from 3 or 4 or 5 apples, and once you get going and don't think about it, you could drink a quart and have the equivalent of 3 pounds of apples. So you're concentrating the sugar, you're speeding up the delivery because there's no fiber to slow it down. There's no cell walls to slow down the delivery. So now that makes it a very, very fast release. It's like putting a log on the fire versus throwing gasoline on the fire. The delivery is completely different. So this would be a low glycemic index food. I don't remember the exact number, but it's probably in the 30s or 40s, whereas apple juice is probably in the 70s or 80s. Same thing with steel-cut oats. It takes a long, long time to cook steel-cut oats because you have the whole kernel. It's still packaged by nature, and it takes a long time for that steam and that hot water to break through all of the little fibers and all the little capsules. Whereas in instant oats, they have treated it, they have fluffed it up, they have opened up the seed, they have steamrolled it, they have prepared it, so now it will instantly, in a matter of seconds, it will absorb that hot water, it will cook and get soft. And the same thing happens in your body. If it's quick to cook it, then it's quick to digest it. So even though they're both called oats, this one is in somewhere in the 40 range and this one is in the 80 range. So this is worse than pure table sugar, whereas this is comparable to a lot of reasonably healthy foods. Now if you do keto, that's a different story because then you want to be very careful with any sort of grains or any sort of fruits, but that's a topic for a different video. So that's the second reason. The first reason is that they remove a lot of the nutrients because the nutrients make it perishable. The second is you change the delivery route. You change the mechanism of delivery. And now third is that they add things that don't belong. They add chemicals. They add non-biological substances. Here it's still all food. We just take stuff away. But now we're adding things that were never supposed to be in a human body. So artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, artificial colors, they are chemicals, they are chemistry. They have no business in the human body. They're treated like a toxin, and your liver is the one that has to detoxify you from those things. And this list could be a mile long. I'm just focusing on a few here to give you the idea. Another one is preservatives. What is a preservative? That sounds really good, right? We like to preserve things. That has to be good. Well, what it does, it makes the food so repulsive that not even the mold wants it. Not even fungus can live on that food, so why should you? All right? We got to change how we think about these things. So when we add something that's a foreign substance, that's a poison, then if they can't even keep the fungus alive, then it's going to hurt you too. It's not going to kill you instantly, but it becomes a burden that will hurt you over time. And the number 4 reason is that food processing can be so harsh, so invasive, so transforming that they change the molecules. They change the food at the molecular level. They alter it. And one of the worst examples is vegetable oil that has been promoted as heart healthy and the suitable fat if you want to stay healthy. For the last 50 years, oh, it's good, it has no cholesterol. Well, these vegetable oils, they're made not from vegetables, but they're made from seeds and nuts and grain. And it is very difficult to get the oil out of those foods. Even if the food was reasonably good to start with, like a lot of nuts and seeds, if the oil doesn't separate willingly, you have to expose it to very, very harsh processes. You have to heat it up tremendously, up in the 400, 500, 600 degree range. And then, of course, you know, most oils, they start smoking at that point, so you're destroying the oil, and then they taste terrible, So now you have to degum it, and you have to bleach it and deodorize it, and the list goes on and on and on. And after they have done all that, it has no resemblance to any nutrition that was in the original food. It is a laboratory product. It's closer to plastic than it is food. And any of those molecules that have been destroyed now becomes a toxin that the liver has to deal with. These poor fats, poor quality fats, altered fats, also make it into your biology and your cell membranes when they go undetected, and they change the function of your body. So more and more knowledge is coming out about vegetable oils. And of course, the worst one of all is when you first go through all those processes with a vegetable oil, and then you hydrogenate it on top of that. So now you take something that's supposed to be nice and curved in the molecule, and you saturate it with hydrogen, and you straighten it in a way that it becomes a trans fat. So now it's saturated, but it doesn't saturate the way nature would saturate a fat, like in butter or coconut oil, because nature does it one way, and when you hydrogenate it and you create these trans fats, you kind of twist the molecules around. And why does that matter? Because you have enzymes to help you break down the food. An enzyme is like a lock and key. And when it fits, then your body knows what to do with the food. It can break it down, it can turn it into energy, it can turn it into building components for the body. But if there is no key that fits, it's a foreign substance. And now it falls into that toxic category again. One of the worst ideas is to process them so harshly with high heat, high chemicals, even solvents like corn oil. Corn is not very high in fat. It is not very easy to get oil out of corn. They have to use solvents and high pressure and chemicals and heat. And after that, the oil tastes terrible. And now they have to change it, they have to filter, degum it, bleach it, deodorize it, and all that good stuff. So someone asked me in one of the posts, then if I'm promoting things like butter, extra virgin olive oil, and coconut oil, why am I recommending those? Because they're also processed. They're not the original food. It's not the coconut or the olive or the milk. And I think what I've just said answers a lot of that, but just to re-emphasize that corn, it's almost impossible to get the oil out, whereas butter, it almost separates by itself. The cream floats off, you take it and you churn it, and you turn it into butter. They've done that for hundreds of years, or thousands even. Extra virgin olive oil, the olives part readily with the oil. All it takes is the gentle pressure. You don't have to have heat or chemicals or solvents to get the oil out. And that means that the oil in the final product is very much the same that the oil was in the olive. So yes, it is processed, but it's very, very gently processed. It didn't change any of these characteristics that we've talked about that destroy the food. So that's why you have to understand that some processed foods, gently processed, are okay, but you want to understand when they process them and they remove nutrients or they change the delivery route to increase the glycemic index, or when they add chemicals or alter the molecules, those are the foods that become dangerous. Those are the non-foods that you want to stay away from as much as you can for all time. So let me know if that makes sense, if you need any additional information. If you like the content, if it makes sense, then please help us share it. Thanks for watching.